Welcome to Sharing Food channel. We have a special guest, Dr. Nikku, working at the University of Science Malaysia, USM, in Penang. Dr. Nikku is a renowned expert on social work, one of the pioneers of social work studies in Nepal, I would say, founder of Nepal School of Social Work, among many other things, and now working in Malaysia since 4 years at USM. So thank you, Raju, for being with us. So let's start from the ABC. What is social work for you?
Thank you, Simon, first of all, for this interview and be part of Engage work. I cherish the friendship with you and the Engage work that you're doing, and I see there is a lot of commonalities. And with this, I want to answer your question: what is social work? Social work to me is, helping yourself, helping your family, helping people to help themselves so that they can help others. Today only I was talking to my colleague Dilkumar, who was talking about service leadership. To me, social work is, I think, a combination of helping to help people so that those people who receive your help can help others.
And how did you start your journey in social work?
My journey started long back, maybe 20 years now. I was a science student, botany, zoology, chemistry, interested in becoming a scientist, a microbiologist, interested in fungus, but maybe destiny or what I must say, that maybe some God's design, my lecturer asked me, why can't I choose social work as my career, as my next step in the masters, and I chose. Instead of studying communities, plant communities, animal kingdoms, I'm studying now societies and communities.
Wow.
That's the only difference.
Interesting.
So, also there's a personal story maybe here. My sister, my younger sister, also has some disability. So, I wanted to help her as a brother. In the process, I find social work is a powerful profession to help others. So, it started with my home, and now probably I'm helping a few more students who wanted to study social work and become social workers in Nepal. And as you said, Nepal School of Social Work, I've already graduated and about 250 graduates in the last 10 years who are working with thousands of people, bringing change.
Great. Okay, what are the latest trends in social work worldwide? I mean, where the social work science is going?
Very difficult question, of course. I'm not an expert, but what I've understood, learned in the last 20 years of my social work journey is social work is huge, diverse, dynamic, also disjointed. When it comes to Nepal and South Asia, social work is very diverse. Being India is the first country where social work started in 1936, I mean the social work education, because I believe social work education, a strong social work education is a must for a robust social work profession. So if you want to build a robust social work profession, you need to build a robust social work education and training, which starts in classrooms. So India being large, diverse country, started social work in 1936. This is what I studied back home. In Nepal, it only started in 1996, almost after 60 years, in one college, St. Xavier's, where I had the chance to work. But we realized for 30 million people in Nepal, one school is not enough, and that is where the Nepal School of Social Work, the Kalambari, the barefoot social work, idea came in. We discussed with our family members and friends, and we came into social work education in 2005. Look at Bangladesh; they divided from Pakistan in 1970s. Pakistan and India divided in 1940s. Now there is a different kinds of social work in different times. Maybe some countries have followed a very driven by religion and values. Some countries, especially countries like Nepal, where there's a lot of conflict, there's a lot of diversity, there's a lot of NGOs, there's a lot of social issues. To me, driven by a lot of social work champions in this country. And countries like Bangladesh and Pakistan, I'm sure, is driven by their own governments. Maldives, there is no school of social work. Bhutan, there is no school of social work. And Sri Lanka, they also have a school of social work back in 1950s. Again, similar story, there are a lot of conflict, there are a lot of diversity issues in Sri Lanka. So Sri Lankan School of Social Work is trying to do a lot of work, which I see what Nepal School of Social Work doing in in 21st century. So in South Asia, I see a lot of variations, a lot of colors and a lot of shades. The same you can see in Asia, again 50 countries, Korea, Japan, being one of those industrialized countries, Singapore, for example, a lot of US and UK models being used. But there are also countries where Vietnam, Myanmar, Thailand, Malaysia, where indigenous social work practices are also being practiced. So in short, I think my answer is it's diverse, it's very dynamic, it's a lot of colors and shades that you see, and we're also seeing some of those in Nepal.
All right, great. So what's about the link between social work and volunteerism?
Yeah, I think this is where we came together back in, I think, 2011, where Engage and Simon was passionate about volunteerism, who believes volunteerism is a building block for a society like Nepalese, where there are a lot of community strengths, there are a lot of resources that can be used within the country, by the communities, for the communities, and social work is all about the same again. So to me, social work is nothing but an applied sociology or an applied volunteerism, where you can see a lot of links between volunteerism and scientific charity or social work, you call it. So this is where I think we can work further, and we did work for our certificate course on civic skills and volunteerism. Today I am here also to talk about that. So there are a lot of links between volunteerism and social work, because the core, the foundation for social work is in volunteerism. Those volunteers, reformers back in 19th century started working with different communities and built the science of social work.
Right.
So volunteerism is the foundation for social work.
So basically you see that each citizen should be a volunteer, therefore each citizen should be a social worker.
Yeah, I think so.
Great.
Yeah.
All right, so now what about the idea yourself? I mean, what's your current areas of research? I mean, what are you working on?
Yeah, thank you. As you know, last 10 years I've been working on social work education. As I said in the beginning, I believe social work education means social work training, the things that we do in the classrooms, students when they go to field work, the students when they do research. I think this is what makes a social worker in the sense, a power social worker, and we are trying to, I'm interested in how, as a social work educator, I can educate, empower my students who will become social change agents, who will bring changes in variety of communities, in thousands of villages. So social work education, curriculum building, curriculum designs, teaching methods, blended learning. This is one area that I work. I've written on that. Another area, social work and social policy, where how social workers can influence, social policies like children and adoptions, aging, or abuse or domestic violence, or even trafficking, or even volunteerism. So how social workers can make changes in the social policy is another area where I work. I think these are the two areas that I've done some work. And the third and now emerging area, what I'm interested in, building coalition, building networks, so that Nepalese social workers can be part of the global associations like International Association of Schools of Social Work, which NISW is a member, the Asia Pacific Association of Social Work Education. So I'm interested in building the networks and partnerships, which is also important to build a robust social work profession in Nepal.
Okay, so, what's your dream?
The boutique social work school, which you always mentioned. Again, my colleagues Dilkumar and Pradipta and others, we are also, I think, beginning to understand what we should be doing. My dream is where a school of social work, where everyone can come, like everyone can fly, AirAsia. There's a lot of meaning there. Social work is not an elite course. Social work is not a course that should be in only Kathmandu Valley or only accessible to the people who can pay. I think my dream is a school where everyone can walk in and go out with the social work skills, to make change. To make that happen, we need resources, we need passionate people, we need partnerships with organizations like Engage and many other organizations, and it will happen in the next 10 years. I can see that.
All right. Okay, great. So I think that's it. I would like to end with a quote of Dr. Nikku, a quote that impressed me a few years ago. He said, "My only God is my hard work." So it's something I think remarkable because nothing can happen without hard work. And here we have an individual who's very passionate, you can see from him, and inspiring, and I'm really lucky to be his friend. So thank you, Raju.
Thank you.
For being on
I
Sharing
think we
Food.
should
Thanks.
continue our work. Thank you for this interview. Yeah.